I'm here today with another tutorial. This is using the new Kathleen Lights and Colourpop Dream St Palette. I'm obsessed with this palette. I brought it when I went to the East Coast and it was pretty much the only thing that I used. I absolutely love the shades in here. I usually stick to like the warmer shades, these rose gold colors, but today I decided to switch it up and try a little bit of this silver on the lid, give it a nice pop. I felt it was very Christmassy, very New Year's Eve, you know, the whole holiday spirit, and I love the way that it turned out. I paired it with my like all-time favorite lip combo that I have going on right now. So if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Cassie. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up before you leave. And yeah, let's just jump into the tutorial.
Starting out, we're going to prime our skin. This is the Makeup Forever Radiant Primer. I absolutely love this. It's just very hydrating and glowy. And then setting my T-zone with the Primed and Peachy, I believe, from Too Faced, just in my T-zone to mattify and fill in pores. I love this stuff. Then I'm going to go in with the Kevyn Aucoin Etherealist Foundation, which I've been raving about. Absolutely love it. I'm in MB06, I think. I think that's what it is. And I am just applying this all over my skin. It just gives the most beautiful glow, like that lit from within without being greasy or oily or too shiny. It's absolutely stunning. I love it so much. Then I'm going to go in and do a little bit of concealing, and I'm using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Do you guys remember this? This was like a massive throwback. I'm mixing NC15 and NW20, and I'm just going to blend it out. I'm going to put it down the center of my nose and in between my brows just to kind of brighten and lighten that up a little bit. And I'm going to use the Morphe sponge to blend it out. I'm also not using a primer. I'm just going to use this concealer as my primer. Then I'm going to set it with the Kat Von D Translucent Lock-It Powder. I love this stuff. It's very lightweight, very finely milled, and I'm just setting under my eyes, on my lids, and then going in with my bronzer. This is the Marc Jacobs Tantalizing Bronzer, and this Juno brush, Juno, it's Juno & Co. They're very inexpensive and the brush is so incredibly soft. I absolutely love it. Now we all know I'm heavy-handed with my bronzer, so I will go and clean that up a little bit later with some translucent powder. Next, moving in to my blush. This is Makeup Geek's Cherish. I love Makeup Geek blushes. I've actually hit pan on another one and have fully used up one. They're just absolutely beautiful, and I feel like they don't get enough hype here on YouTube. You can see I am now cleaning up along my bronzer line to make that a little sharper. And then I'm going to contour my nose using the Cover FX Sun-Kissed Bronzer. I talk about this in my monthly favorites. It is the best bronzer for fair to light skin for contouring, especially contouring your nose. And this is a Wet n Wild brush from their holiday collection. I absolutely love the Wet n Wild brushes. They are so good. I think it was $30 for about 10 brushes at Walgreens. Absolutely love it. Next, we're going to go in with the shade Stardust. Nope. Magical. The shade Magical, and we're going to blend that into the crease. And these shadows just blend so nicely and so beautifully. The shades on the back are opposite of what they are in the palette, so I'm going to try my best to get all these names right. But this one is Magical, and it really is magical. It is such a perfect best friend transition shade. Next is Shooting Star. This is a nice neutral tone, kind of taupey brown, and it just blends so nicely into the crease. And I'm using an e.l.f. brush, again, another underrated brush, and I'm blending that in. You can see how they're just melting together and kind of blending for themselves. It's very, very smooth, creamy shadows and hardly any fallout. And I'm just going to blend along the edges again with a little bit of Magical just to keep everything nice and seamless. Then I'm going to go in with this really beautiful like reddish color called Potion. It's kind of a warm orangey red. It's really beautiful, and again, even these darker mattes just blend so nicely. Sometimes with darker mattes, they can be a little bit patchy, they can be a little uneven, but these blend so nicely. And this is a Wet n Wild brush. Again, super cheap, very underrated. A lot of people just mainly show Morphe brushes, I feel, in most tutorials. So I don't really have very many Morphe brushes, so I like to show other options that are out there that are less expensive than Morphe. And e.l.f. and Wet n Wild is definitely one of those. Going back in with my e.l.f. brush and the color Shooting Star, and I'm just blending along the edges just to make sure everything looks nice and blended. Next, I'm going to go in to the shade Elfish, which is the most beautiful, dark, purpley brown. Oh, it's so pretty. And I'm just patting this in the outer third of my lid. Again, another color that just blends really nicely. And I'm just going back and forth in small motions, tapping the product on to keep from having a lot of fallout. And then I'll do like small little swiping motions. Then I'm going to go in with this gorgeous color called Kaleidoscope. It's a stunning silver. You guys, if you watch me for any length of time, I don't really tend to do very many cool tone looks or use silvers. So I thought this was kind of fun and very festive for the holidays and the New Year's. And I really love this color. I did use a little bit of Fix Plus and it just kind of helped it pop a little bit. And we are going to take this to the next level in a few minutes and add some sparkle really to make it look really festive and pretty. You could just leave it like this though and it would be perfectly fine. Next we're going to take Moony and we're going to pop that right under the brow bone. And then my all-time favorite liner, this is the Tom Ford liner. It's a little bit expensive, but this thing like never runs out. Just doing a very simple upper line on my lash line, no winged liner. Then we're going to go in with this gorgeous silver glitter from Stila. I think it's called Diamond Dust, or is that might be Urban Decay. I'll link it down below. It's the only silver one that they have, and it's so easy to apply. I don't get fallout all over my face. It just looks so pretty, and it just took this to another level. You could, of course, just leave it like we had it, but if you want a little extra sparkle, something a little extra glam, I would definitely recommend topping it with some sort of really pretty silver glitter, and I find that this one is the perfect one to pop on top. Then I'm going to go in with a tiny bit more of Potion and just blend that into the crease. And then again, going in with Shooting Star and Magical and just blending along the edge to make sure everything looks nice and blended and seamless. I'm going to pack a little bit more of Elfish right on that outer corner just to deepen it up. Then I'm going to put some black liner in my waterline. Any black liner you want to use is great. And then I'm going to use the color Water Bearer, and I'm going to blend that into the lash line and tap my waterline with it and blend it out really nicely. And then I'm going to go in with some more Potion and blend that on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to add a little bit of Shooting Star just to really get it nice and blended on that lower lash line, making it look nice and smoky. In with the Urban Decay Basics palette, and I'm using the lightest shade in there. It's the shimmer shade. I think it's in Venus, and I'm popping that on the inner corner just to give a nice, bright, wide-eyed effect. Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, my favorite. You guys already know that. And going in with this Becca palette. These are supposed to be eyeshadows, but they make perfect shimmering skin perfector highlights. It's the same formula, and it just looks so beautiful. I'm mixing Opal and Moonstone. And this is the Fenty Beauty cheek brush, which I love for highlight. Popping on my lashes, these are the Iconic Lights, and they're just so wispy and beautiful. I wore them on my wedding day, and I love them. This is Colourpop Beeper, a little bit of Viva Glam 2, and then we're going to take Marc Jacobs Skin Deep and top that on top, and that's my perfect lip color combination. I love it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial.
Alright guys, so that is it for the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up this video before you leave. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, that way you are notified of any new videos that come out. And did you guys pick up this palette? What are your thoughts? I love it. These shadows blend so beautifully, so effortlessly. They're creamy. They're just magical. I absolutely love this palette. I think this is my favorite palette that Colourpop has came out with by far. This one, and then the Warm Tone palette was like my second favorite. But this is absolutely amazing. Let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!